The Ebisu Circuit north of Tokyo is the home of Naoto Sunega and his pro drifting outfit Team Orange. When he's not busy competing in Japan's D1 Pro League, Sunega acts as an instructor to anyone who's interested in learning the art of car control.
Ebisu Circuit には7つのドリフトコースがあります。
At the Ebisu Circuit, there are 7 drifting tracks. For the beginners, there's a skid pad that we call Kuru Kuru Land, which is like a car park where you first practice by setting up cones. After that, you move on to training on a simple track like Driftland, where we are now. Then you move on to slightly more difficult tracks, where you drive at higher speeds, and we have several of these tracks catering for different levels of driver, which makes them ideal for practicing on. The reason you start off on the skid pad is that if you went out on the track before you'd learned how to drift properly, you could run into a lot of danger by sliding off track or crashing into things. So we play it safe by sending people to Kuru Kuru Land and then here to Driftland, which, as you've seen, is really safe. It's important for people to start by getting some proper practice under their belt in a safe place.
Before hitting the big slides, Team Orange like to take their students through a set of driving drills designed to acquaint them with the car control needed to start drifting.
To start with, the most fundamental component of drifting is, as I'm sure you all know, the donut. The donut is when you turn the car round and round a cone or other target object. The second one we do is parking with the handbrake. That's the second one. And then you learn to combine the first two into cornering, which is the third technique. This is also done by using cones to make a corner, which you then have to drift around. The last part of the basic training is the figure 8. And now those are the 4 main components of basic drift training. It's impossible for anyone to go out and perform the kind of drifts that we do at 200 kilometers an hour straight off, without first going through the individual steps one by one and then linking them together.
As their driving skills improve, students can move on to more difficult circuits and fine-tune the speed and techniques that will be needed in competition.
Basically, if either driver makes a mistake, like going into a spin or sliding off the track, he will score no points and end up losing. Something that's really important if you're aiming to win a D1 contest is obviously the concentration of the driver. We always try to make sure that the practice we do is going to help improve our concentration levels.
It may look like an impossible sport to master, but Sunega and his teammates take the approach that nothing is too difficult to learn.
At the Team Orange Drifting School, we teach in a way that anyone can learn how to drift. Even children can learn how to drift. The youngest child we've taught to drift so far was a boy of 9. More and more people around the world want to take up drifting, and I'm really pleased about that. For me, the quickest way to get better has always been to get lots of practice in. So it's important to have somewhere you feel you can practice safely and with supervision.
な練習できる場所というのがやっぱり大事かな。